Pika, Pikachu, Pika. Professor, Papa, Professor, Papa. Professor. Charmander, Charmander, Charmander.
Professor, Papa.
Charmander.
You guys didn't have to do anything. What is this? You guys, this is amazing. It's you guys, me, Primus. You even got Triel in this. This is. Thanks, guys. I needed this.
Pika, Pikachu, Pika.
Hey guys, it's the Geek again. I'm gonna do a movie review today, but before we get into it, we're gonna do a little bit of history. Anybody who knows me personally, they should know my favorite anime has been The Castle of Cagliostro, Lupin the Third, or Lupin the Third, Castle of Cagliostro. Take your pick. What a lot of people don't realize is that this is the first film by I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. Sorry. Mr. Miyazaki, there. After he made this movie, he formed Studio Ghibli and created Totoro, Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, all those big, great classics. And as of today, he didn't announce it today, but as of right now, because news changes all the time. As of today, Studio Ghibli's final film has come out in America, at least theatrically. But it was only, as far as I know, a 2-day release, and it's going to hit DVD pretty soon. And that would be When Marnie Was There. And we're doing our review of this film. I don't usually do this, movie reviews that are in theaters. Like, obviously, Avengers was a big deal for me, so I did that. And Godzilla, I got to see before it was released to the main public audience, and that was just a bit of luck. It's not because of any kind of higher status or anything. I just knew a guy. But anyway, When Marnie Was There was an amazing film to me, and it's a tearjerker. I won't lie. It's about a little girl, not a little girl, an adolescent, let's say, girl who is obviously a shut-in. She feels she doesn't belong anywhere. She has all those negative depression feelings, like I'm not good enough, I'm not wanted, all about those kinds of things. And I can't, it's very difficult to give in too much to this because it's a spoiler film, and I'm not doing a spoiler review today. But she gets sent away by her mother, or her auntie, because it's her foster mother, or her adopted mother, or whatever, and I don't know what the term is in Japan, if there's a difference in term, but anyway, she gets sent to live with some relatives, and she stumbles on this mansion, which she feels she's seen before, and eventually she meets this foreign girl who they never say, but I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be American. This American girl named Marnie, and I'll flash the photo on there. So anyway, these girls become friends very, very fast, and their lives seem to very closely relate to each other. And through the course of the movie, you're trying to figure out if it's a psychological film or if it's a ghost story. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't get a definitive answer. But it's a movie that made me cry a lot harder than any movie I can think of, to be honest with you. I'm sure I've cried in movies before. I know I've cried in movies before, but this is the only time I can positively remember tearing up at a film multiple times. And I know a lot of people teared up at a certain point in the film, and I feel I teared up earlier. And the point is, the reason this was is that there's a moment in the film where she's collapsed, like not medically, she just falls to her knees and admits to herself, in her personal opinion, that she's not worth anything. She has all these negative assumptions of herself, and that's when I began to tear up, when she started personally vocalizing all these imperfections in herself, because every word she said in this scene felt like word for word are things I've said about myself, to myself or to other people. I'm not the most confident guy, I'm pretty sure it's obvious, but the point is, there are very few times where I could relate to a character in terms of emotional investment. And you can ask anyone who knows me, I'm a sissy. I'll tear up for almost any character that I find is relatable. This hit me so hard that it's, if not my new favorite anime, it's definitely number 2. Which I found kind of ironic, because Miyazaki's first film was my favorite anime, and now this one being his last. I don't know if he made it, but I know he had a hand in it, because I'm told he works on everything that Studio Ghibli has worked on. And it looks like it's a film by Hirosama Urabayashi. So Miyazaki didn't actually direct this film, at least, but I'm told he is deeply involved with everything at Studio Ghibli. So I'm assuming it's one of his films, or at least he was involved with it. I just find it very funny that the first film by Miyazaki is my favorite anime, and then the last film made by his company is either my second or my new first favorite. And this movie hit me in such a way that I felt I had to say something about it. Now, this is an episode, and I'm sorry it's so short and so vague. I really had a lot to say about this, but the movie was so emotional, I'm losing the memories of it. I can't wait for this to hit DVD so I can buy it and watch it again and again and again and show it to anybody I can. And I am hindered by what I can say because of the spoiler issue. I can't spoil this. I can't. I could put up spoiler review and then go ahead and blow the whole story. I can't do that. Avengers, it was an easier thing because I know, like, everybody's reviewing that movie. Plus, there was so much going on in that movie, you had to spoil it, or else you're gonna let something slip because you have to, or else you can't say anything about the film. This is different. This is, in my personal opinion, When Marnie Was There is a cinematic masterpiece. And I just wanted to give people my feelings on it. Now, sadly, that's all I got for today. And it's a pretty short episode, and I'm sorry about that, but there's a lot of stuff coming up. We've got 2 episodes before episode 50. Episode 50 might take a while to come out. And, again, this episode took a while to come out. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, plus there's Formers Fridays now over on the Pop Culture Network website. and I've just been dealing with some writer's block, so episodes are getting harder to prepare. But there's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of stuff to come. Now remember, if you comment on any of my episodes between Anime Detours special and episode 49, you are in the running for a special prize, which would be the Beast Wars imported Tanuki Transformer character, whose name I can never be bothered to remember. But comment on there, and you will be put in, your name will be put in a hat for a drawing, and every time you comment, your name is put in that hat again. So whenever you comment, you get another shot at it. So keep at it, and somebody will be getting that action figure, and I'm looking very forward to announcing on episode 50 who wins it. Now, episode 50 is going to be pretty big, but like I said, because of its bigness, it's going to take a while to put together. I'm not the only one involved with it, so schedules have to be considered, and it's complicated. Let's not get into that. But yeah, episode 47, I think, we're on, in the can. Episode 49 is going to be kind of a best of episode, and then after 50, we're just going to go back to what we've been doing. We might change things up a little bit, but I have a lot of stuff to review. But there's other difficulties involved, so I'm doing my best. It's going to take a while, but... And now I'm just rambling. But... a lot of great stuff is coming. And... I look forward to sharing it with you guys. So, until next time... Oh! I should say real quick, I know I brought it up a little bit, but over on the Pop Culture Network, you can also check it out on their YouTube page. And I'll have a link to the first video I did over there for this show. Every Friday is a new episode of Farmers Fridays, hosted by yours truly, the Geek. And I want to throw a special thanks and shout out to Dirt over at Pop Culture Network for giving me a shot at Farmers Fridays, and hopefully those episodes will get better and better too. So in conclusion, very long-winded conclusion, in any way you can, go see When Marnie Was There. It is a beautiful, beautiful film. I cannot recommend it enough. And until next time, this is the Geek saying good journey.